Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another modded weapon guide here on Borderlands 2. Today, something different from the previous modded weapon guides where I've just been reviewing one weapon, because today we have got a whole manufacturer showcase of modded weapons. So this is the Atlas Reborn mod from Aaron40 over on the Borderlands community GitHub, and this patch or console enabled mod is actually a complete overhaul of Vladof weapons, turning them into Atlas weapons now, as you can see. So now with this mini patch, whatever you want to call it, activated, you will no longer have Vladof weapons, you will just have complete Atlas weapons in the game. Atlas, of course, was a manufacturer from Borderlands 1 that never returned, but now we can have them return. So there's quite a few changes here to all sorts of things. The patch is very intricate in a lot of ways, but I'm going to be showing you guys the main showcase of the weapons that have been changed and things that have happened, and I'll explain everything in a bit more detail. So to start off with, we have some renamings. So now the Sham Shield, Transformer and Sponge Shields, as well as the Fire Bee, Stormfront and Pandemic Grenades have all been renamed. So now the Sham is the Aegis, the Transformer is the Omega, the Sponge is the Leo, the Fire Bee is the Phoenix, Stormfront is Stereops, and Pandemic is the Python. So that's pretty good. They've just been basically completely renamed. Nothing changed really on the stats or things like this. But yeah, basically all Vladof items have been changed, excluding class mods and some unique Seraph items. They have been reskinned and renamed. There's loads of stuff anyway changed, so check the notes in the actual GitHub file before you save it to your binaries folder and activate it, because there is a lot of things. But I'm just going to be running a quick rundown of all these a certain amount of weapons that have been replaced. So we're going to start off with the Infinity Pistol. This is now the Chimera. Now the Chimera has it always spawns in non-elemental. It does not remove elemental versions, but always deals non-elemental damage on the bullet regardless. Using an elemental versions will just lower the damage. It has 3 elements of splash damage activated simultaneously: fire, shock, corrosive, and 50% grenade splash, and it will consume 2 ammo per shot. Now this is a pretty cool weapon, and I love the multi-element weapons, so I'm really happy about this. So that's the first one. Next, the Shreddifier is now the Griffon, so we'll have a quick look at that. There it is. Now the Griffon has boosted base stats, damage, accuracy, fire rate, magazine size, reload speed and recoil have all been boosted. And it's also got further boosted action skill cooldown. Now according to the notes, all these Atlas weapons will give you action skill cooldown as well as a bonus. So any of these, when you hold them, will boost your action skill cooldown, but the Griffon will give you boosted action skill cooldown as well. So on to the next weapon, and we're looking at the Lyuda, which is the legendary sniper rifle. This will now become the Cyclops. So the Cyclops always spawns with a Hyperion scope. It has 11.2 zoom, plus 30% damage, reduced minimum spread, increased accuracy when scoped, double projectile speed, and produces transfusion orbs upon hitting an enemy. Now this is pretty cool really, so when you hit an enemy, the transfusion orbs would pop out and heal you as well. So I'm liking that one very much actually. Next, the legendary rocket launcher, the Mongol, is now the Hydra. So this will fire 5 rockets in a horizontal spread. It actually does consume reduced ammo, decreased damage per projectile and increased accuracy. Now I absolutely love this thing. I think it's pretty cool and a very unique bullet pattern layout, especially to bigger enemies. Things like Badmore and that would suffer pretty badly with this thing. So yeah, absolutely loving that, and it's a pretty fast firer as well, so definitely should do a lot of damage. So next we're going on to the Stinger. This has been turned into the Troll. So the Troll has minor stat boosts, increases damage resistance to all types while wielded, except fire, it says in brackets, and it also grants health regeneration while hold. So as you can see here, I do have passive health regen anyway, but I think it boosted a little bit right there when I picked it up, so I just damaged myself with a grenade, picked it up, and it do seem to be healing, so that should work on any character completely. Okay, so next we're going on to the Patriot. This has now become the Argus, as you can see. So this actually behaves like a shotgun when hip fired, and like a sniper rifle when aiming down the sights. Decreased critical hit damage when hip fired, increased critical hit damage when aiming down the sights. Extended magazine capacity. So you can see right here while I'm shooting at the floor, if I aim down the sight, it is a single shot sniper rifle, but when I'm firing from the hip, it is a multi-spread shotgun kind of thing. That is pretty cool, absolutely love that one. Okay, so next we're going on to the Lead Storm, which has now become the Ogre. So this is obviously a spinny gun. This deals explosive damage regardless of the element. It doesn't remove the elemental versions, but always deals non-elemental damage on the bullet regardless. Using elemental versions will just lower the damage, so try and make sure you get it in non-elemental. Increased base damage, significantly reduced spread, heavily reduced recoil, and has a unique spread pattern. So that is now the Ogre, replacing the Lead Storm. Onto the Stalker, which has now become the Atlas Ares, which was obviously a pearl in Borderlands 1. I know that because I spent flipping ages looking for it in the hunt. So this always spawns in shock, does not remove the shock versions that already exist. It's heavily boosted damage, heavily reduced fire rate, decreased spread, 100% critical hit damage, and shooting an enemy will produce transfusion trails. So another little healing weapon right there. Pretty cool. It is quite a slow weapon this, but it does work pretty well. And then finally the Rapier, which is a very good weapon in Borderlands 2, is now the I-Axis Spear. So it still has the same melee effects as the Rapier. So if you're a melee zero player and you love your Rapier, you can still get the I-Axis Spear. It will still have the same melee effects. It's just made more effective as an actual gun. So it's not just the melee bonuses that you'll be good with now. It is actually more powerful and better all round as an actual gun. It has increased base damage, significantly reduced spread, and heavily reduced recoil. So there you go, guys. That is the showcase of the new Atlas Reborn patch made by Aaron40. So like I said, there's plenty more of little bits and bobs changes in there. I won't go through it all. I could be here for quite a while. But yeah, the basic gist of it I've shown you on screen. A lot of weapons actually changed. I might review some of these in a bit more detail as well, especially the Chimera. I do like the Chimera. I might actually go into a bit more of that. I'll pull it out right now, as you can see, and yeah, go into a bit more detail and do some kills with it. But yeah, anyway, we have Atlas weapons in Borderlands 2 now. When you thought these mods couldn't do anything else, we are now bringing in actual manufacturers to Borderlands 2. Obviously they're just text skins and stuff like that, but I think it's pretty fun anyway, and absolutely loving this. So go ahead, download it, link will be in the description where you can go get this, and let me know what you guys think. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That was another modded weapon guide here on Borderlands 2. That was the Atlas Reborn showcase. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.